Hello, Anna. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert at Zucker Marketing. Thanks so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. Yes, I did say my last name was Everett, so what are the odds of that? Actually, I'm a Tacoma boy, so there we go. Now, the first thing that I do when I look at a website for analysis is I have a paid tool that I use called Ahrefs, and it looks at some of the metrics of your site. Now, the next thing I normally do is I go to a map. I already know the area pretty well, so I don't need that so much, but I need to remind you that Camino Island, Lake Goodwin, Lake Stevens, Marysville, those are all in probably your service area. I'll come back to those in a minute. And then the third thing I do is I go to Google and I do a Google search. Now, the Google algorithm is what determines the placement of everything in a Google search. So I'm going to describe a little bit about that to you now because that's going to be sort of at the core of what I'm getting at. Now, at the very top of a Google search, you're going to find what we call the map pack. It's because they're attached to a map, and we're not very creative with our naming, but this is what they're called, the map pack. They got there by going to Google and filling out a Google business profile. Simple as that. Just like filling out a Facebook profile. Just go to Google Business, fill out a profile. It's free to do. Yeah, they're going to ask you questions like what year you started business, your address, your hours daily. There's some tick boxes that will help you determine if you have on-site services or online estimates, those sorts of things. And fill that out as thoroughly as you can because the Google algorithm rewards thoroughness. You could be here very quickly by filling out one of those Google business profiles. And let me show you what comes after that is the what we call the organic search results. Now, the organic search results are wholly the result of the Google algorithm. And all you have to do is satisfy the Google algorithm in order to get a better placement on a Google search. Now, the first roofer who says that they're an Everett roofer is State Roofing. Now, they, when I did some research, are actually in Tacoma or Olympia, somewhere in there. But you are competing on an internet basis now, a virtual basis, not just a physical space. So they wrote themselves in as an Everett roofer, and they are getting the top of the Google search for Everett. There's, everything before them is lists like Yelp or Angie. Everything after them are lists. It's a while till we go, there we go, Roof Gnome. No, that's also a list. Valentine Roofing. Look how far down the next one is. You can easily take a spot higher than that by doing the things that I'm going to talk to you about next. Now, the first thing is, I would mention, they said that they're an Everett roofer. You can say that you are a Getchell roofer. You can say you're a North Marysville roofer on your website. Because if somebody types in a Mill Creek roofer and you don't have Mill Creek roofer on your website, it's just the same as you not coming up in a search. Like if you wanted people to go to your site when they typed in, gorillas like red balloons, you would put that on your website. So everything that you don't have on your website that somebody in this area, in your service area, might type in as being, a place where they would like to find a roofer, put that on your website. Do you have the fact that you're the best roofer in Everett? Let me find out the word best. You have one in there. You have best service. You are being modest. Why don't you have the best roofer in Everett? Why don't you have the best roofer in North Marysville? The best roofer in Bothell, etc., etc. If that was on your website, then that would come up when people started to search for those things. Now, I'm going to show you something right off the bat. This is your website. This is State Roofing's website. I'm going to go to yours, and I'm going to select all, copy, and paste into this word counter. There we go. 199 words. I'm going to do the same for state. There we go. Copy and paste into a second word counter, and it is 537 words. So they beat your 199 by 300 some odd words. So you need to beat your competitors, and the Google algorithm is in fact a mathematical construct, so it is looking for more. More is better for an algorithm. because it doesn't know what it's looking at. It just knows what to look for. In this case, it's looking for words that have to do with your industry. Now, you can beat this number of words. You don't have to do so by writing reams and reams of paragraphs. You can even hide the results in different ways on your website. Like here on your website, you have various photos. I'll take this photo, for instance. I'm going to, well, no, I can't do it on that one because it is a link. Let me see if I can do it to your big one here. No. If you have, here we go, your gallery. If you have pictures on your website, as opposed to naming them what they normally come named as, which is some, weird thing. Here, let me try this one. Save image as. It's going to tell me what that image is called. There we go. It's called FF96169. You could call that this, Best Roofer in Marysville. That could be the name of that, and that would satisfy the Google algorithm because it doesn't care where on your site it is. It just cares that it's in there. So that's one way of increasing your word count in a positive direction. Now, the second thing I'm going to show you is your stats where that's concerned. You have 14 keywords. Now, the keywords are what I was telling you about. They are words from your industry. They are words like the questions people ask. How long will a roof last in Washington? What sort of materials are the best roof in Everett? All of those questions you would want to satisfy on your website in some degree or other, because anything that somebody types in that you don't have on your website, you won't come up. Simple as that. Now here is State Roof. They have 1,500 keywords. You can see that they win mathematically in that result. Here are their keywords. State Roofing, obviously a bunch of those. Rubber shingles, roofing warranty, rubber roofing shingles. That's a new one on me. I had TPO put on my roof in Tacoma. State Roofing Monroe. You can see they're using the other communities around them. Brava Roof, Brava Shingles. I guess that's the material, the manufacturer. I don't know. You know what's in your community. You know what's in your industry. Those are the words that you want on your website. Simple as that. And see here, they have Seattle Metal Roof. State Roofing has a whole page that says, is metal roofing in Seattle a good choice? So they satisfy that query on their website. You want to do the same. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you are your backlinks. You have 13. Backlinks are kind of like a shout out from a different website. That's where you're listed somewhere else as either being recommended or just on a list of things. It doesn't even have to be recommended. It could be on Angie's list, which obviously doesn't recommend things. It just anybody who wants to be on it can pay for it. Here is State Roof, 2,200. Again, they beat you in that category. They are on Indeed.com. They are on Home Advisor. They are on Homestead, MapQuest. MapQuest is a good one. Get on all the different map websites. Apple Maps is run by Foursquare. Google has their own map system. So there's a lot of things you can do in that result to get on different sites and have them refer back to yours. Now, the final thing I'm going to show you is where the proof is in the pudding. These two numbers determine the search placement. Now, I'm going to show you when I scroll down, boom, bump stop. It bump stops right about a page and a half down from the top. And anything that is above that is what most people will look at. Anything below, not so much. So you want to have your placement be much higher in this Google search, because you're not just competing in the physical world, you're competing in the virtual world. So to get higher on this site, you need to improve these two metrics, your backlinks and your keywords. Last month, you had 7 people click on your site as a result of a Google search. State Roof had 934. You know mathematically that 934 is going to produce probably a couple more estimate requests and a couple more potential customers and potentially more money in your pocket as a result. Now, These you can check out my information yourself. You can research and you will see that backlinks and keywords are kind of the basis of the Google algorithm. So to satisfy the algorithm, that's all you have to do for your website to make it something that people want to go to more. Now, most people in the roofing industry would rather spend more time roofing than digging around in the guts of their website. So this is where I think Eric might be able to give you a hand. If any of this makes sense to you and you'd like to move forward with it, give Eric a call and he'll lead you to the next steps. I hope I was helpful for you, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.